Well, howdy there, folks, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. We are not at war. We are the Russian Empire, and we've somehow come up on the eve of Romanov issues, and we're not having any. So, yeah. Guess it pays to be an autocrat. Been a hot minute since I last... Oh, Fat Leonard. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep our fleet. We're going to build our fleet out. We are a little bit over capacity, which it's not terribly over capacity. And I feel more than capable of wiping the floor with anybody that we have to tangle with at this moment. Now, if things changed, naturally, if I find myself fighting multiple people, that might change. And if they manage to hit and cripple some of my battleships early in the war, I would certainly probably absolutely build a crap ton of exceptionally austere, like ocean-going torpedo boats and just take them out in the ankles, you know. Would it be fair? No. Would it be fun? Yes. You know what? Fuck you, France. France trying to creep up on me, acting like they don't know why I'm mad. Well. Diet conch. Because I need caffeine and I didn't make coffee. Okay. No, you can't have him a battleship. France didn't even react. God damn it. We're just like, you're dumb. And they're like, and? And I'm like, God damn it, France. Why won't you rise to my anger? That's one thing that the French are great at, is just putting you down. Without even trying to. They're just masters of verbal judo. Okay. We're also able to build some very decently sized cruisers now, which is nice. Yeah. I'm going to keep overhauling these guys. The Fat Leonard, I mean, this is going to be my fuck off stick for a while. That's why I'm building only 6 of them. But I've built such a massive economy that I can bully the French for a bit. And since the French are a global empire at this point, bullying them might gain me much territory. Yes. Everyone else, China doesn't like me so much. But if I play careful among the... Wow, look at Germany's really combined to make a weird, like, it almost looks like a dude. Like, there's a leg, and there's a leg, and then there's the arms, and he's, like, dancing. Like, it looks like he's twerking for the camera, if this was his posterior. And so, yeah, Germany's conquered a big chunk of the map. Because when I look at things in terms of the man outline, I'm trying to think about this in terms of World War I propaganda posters, where they would show, like, the heroic, forces of Europe were holding off the Germans, and you would see the countries displayed as men in rotoscope. It was kind of weird. But I look at all this territory over here I could have, which would be nice. I'm really worried about Germany, though. Germany's gotten very big, which is a problema. Germany finally got the empire it pretended to want in the first place. That's one thing I point out. In all of the German colonial period, there were maybe 20,000 Germans in all of their colonies combined. It was never a serious attempt. They stood upon it as a policy statement, as an excuse to build a navy. They were like, yes, we're very interested in overseas things. All right. No. All right, relations with France have deteriorated. Hell yeah, because see, France got pushed out of most of France by Germany, which is just the Germans. They're like, yeah, we are making the explosions, and you're like, why are you fucking things up again? They're like, oh, it's that time again. My German friends would laugh at that before saying, no. 9-inch guns, got it. Now I have the fancier 9-inch guns. I don't know why I focused in on that. Actually, I kind of do. Ooh, I'm going to focus in on that so I can get even faster ship completion time. It will take months off of some of these longer ships. 10 to 15% speed up is several months off of a battleship, so I'm definitely going to focus in on that now that we're on the cusp of that research. But if I beat France up, I could take a lot of this colonial territory, just turn it around for me. I think we should, to be honest. I mean, if we're going to be the Romanovs, we need to be ambitious. And, you know, by now they had emancipated the serfs, but it was a lot of weirdly late decisions on things. I cannot imagine being an autocrat and having to be the fount of all the ideas that make your policy work or not work. I think that would be exhausting. Then again, this is also the era of the establishment of what you would consider the modern civil service. You see a lot of formalization of departments and cabinets for interstate issues, where in eras before that, they just were like laissez-faire or a private council. All right, increased tension. I want to go to war with France. I need some more Navy budget. Some people might be saying, Tex, that's abhorrent. I'll be like, Are you suggesting the military-industrial complex feeds and fans the flames of war in order to benefit it? Why, no, that would be crazy. Why would I suggest such a thing? Have you considered that arms manufacturers really don't have a side? Fuck you, France. We're at war with France. For my French fans, je suis désolé, but the invasion begins now. So what we're gonna do is we got some fleets, and I have no idea where the French fleet is. That's the first issue. So I'm gonna move my not battle cruisers over here. I see they have some fleet over by Nice and Toulon. Gotta remember where I put all these things. Because I know, yes, there's the rest of them. So I'm going to just beat the shit out of their Navy for a while, blockade them for a bit. And then once I do that, I think that I'll probably just demand all of their overseas territory. I think that sounds about right for this era of war. This is an era of war that is very bizarre. You could just make giant territorial concessions. Stuff that would never happen in the modern world, where it's like, oh yes, this country suddenly inherits other country. Like, no. All right, they do have a fleet over here, which I'm going to absolutely interdict. And yeah, we're just gonna come out swinging. Fuck these guys. They wanna fight? We'll fight. I got boats. All right. Did I empty out all the ports? No. Oh yes, the Ivan the OK class is all in Portland, but they're just gonna stay there for now. I don't need to risk them. They're precious jewels. No, I have to keep them there in case America gets uppity. But yeah, we're gonna get in here. I'm gonna blockade or sink most of their shit. They're doing some refits of their cruisers. I am seeing that, so that's making me a little nervous. But the idea of what we're going to do is just try to take down continental France to gain access to overseas France. Okay, so their heavy cruisers are in the 10,000 ton range, which in the teens is actually kind of concerning. But they're fighting what I have mislabeled as the incorrect class of vessel on purpose, and thus I challenge the enemy to find out after having fucked around. Well, here we go. So these guys have been, you know, designed and redesigned a bit, and I think we're gonna have some fun. Definitely gonna go into Asiate. Now, we have 13-inch guns on these, which should be more than enough to deal with most of what's out there at this time. Now, by the 20s, I'm going to need to get into 14-inch guns. By the 30s, I'm going to need to get in 15-inch plus guns. And then by the late 30s, I need to be in 16-inch guns and multiple mountings. I really have to keep power with the enemy, because it sucks having the guns that can't hurt them. It really do, because you'll be like, haha, crap. And you realize that, yeah, you've made a ship that can't be killed easy, but... Oh. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, he has low fuel. I get to decide the speed of this. It is time to go to war. Looks like our guns are hitting, even though we are screaming in at 28 knots. All right, I'm going to reduce speed. Oh, wow. There goes one of his big boys. As we fucking cut in. That is rad. Begin the emblastinations. Shell them. Explodorate them. Heave great violence. Yes. I see your attempts at destroying me. You have failed, sir. And you, sir, you... Oh, God, that's gonna hurt. 2 torpedoes in me? How dare you? Do you know how expensive this will be to fix? We'll have to take out all the frames. Everything will have to get fixed. It is... Oh, my God. Everything's gonna get wet. I'll have to... God damn it. All that wiring. Oh, and the insulation foam. I'll have to redo all that. God damn it. I'm gonna make sure all this hurts. Oh, and the mildew smell. Ugh. Ugh. You guys have made me... Damn it. Why couldn't you just blown it up? That's right, because you don't have a navy like mine. I'm just gonna kill all of you. You're making my yard workers do work. The battle cruisers so far are working pretty good. Enhanced shootery is making this more fun. He's like, don't kill me. Too late. Look at that. Oof. There's that guy way in the background. Shoot him. No one escapes. Kalima. Please be most the French fleet. Look at this guy. Jimapa? How do you like Jimapa? Come on, that was funny. Like, I'm just putting a bit of a tumble home out of its misery. There you go. Retirement. Look at him. Little tugboat there, minding his own business. Got his big boy pants on. Kind of fighting the war. In no danger. Just chilling in his own lane. Thriving. Living his best life. We will slowly limp home. The absolute horrible damage done to our line. I mean, Kursk, look at that thing. That thing is fucked. Still floating, though. And still capable of 22 knots. That is horrifying. That's a good ship. Alright, we're disengaging. I mean, sure, we took a pounding, but they can just leave now. That's how this works. Yep, we're just gonna leave. We came in, we destroyed 4,100 dudes, we left. I mean, we took a fucking pounding, I'll say that much. We took a really bad beating. That being said, I did neutralize a good chunk of their fleet. So yay. No, we're gonna fight to the end, France. No, France, I'm afraid I must fight you to the end for your territories. I hunger for them, you see. He's got a handful of ships left. Because if I look at my politics, he's got 27 ships left. 1 battleship, 15 heavy cruisers. Interesting that he went heavy into heavy cruisers, but I mean, it is France. France is a curious country with curious ways about things. But yeah, we'll just set off their fleets and fuck them up. The war continues. Of course it does. I'm just wrecking them. That's why it continues. There's their battleship. There's their cruisers. This is the main remnants of their fleet. And it's with some of my beat up boys. Oh man, that's gonna be rough. Beat up boys versus fresh French entire battle fleet. Mission begin. Alright, here we go. That's a long boy, look at that. And we have a big fucked up fleet, but you know what? We got family. We're gonna fight abreast. We're gonna fight a little bit loose. And you know what? I'm gonna let them auto choose what they want. We're gonna fight very aggressively. We've managed to fix a lot of the damage to our ships, but not all of them. So, we're certainly getting the worst of this. Alright, here we go. Alright, boys. Looks like we can keep up high speed. They're on low fuel. Yeah, we're just gonna keep shelling the piss out of you. I think once we wipe out their battleship, I'll be able to blockade France proper and then squeeze them for territory. Oh, that ship is going up. That's their battleship. Oh, that is not good. This is amazing. We're just cruising by at speed. And sure, he might get a torp or two into my dudes on the outside. Oh, he got 5. Never mind. That guy's going to die. 7. He got 7. 7 torpedoes. Never mind. I was gonna say. A drive-by has worked, but it appears I will pay for my hubris. Having said, I think we have a really good option here of destroying most of their fleet. So I'm going to take it. Ideally, the main objective of my navy is to fight a good battle, every battle, and to acquit ourselves well. But I feel that this guy in the end is going to pay for that ambition. However, he's managed to hold it together so far. Anyways, just going to keep shooting the shit out of their navy as this guy continues to get eaten up with torpedoes. There's another one. Still not sinking. Excellent. We're just going to keep going. Wow. Vladivostok's still alive, somehow. Oh, there's their battleship. Okay. They're concentrating on the crippled Vladivostok, who is just staying alive somehow. Continuing to fight back somehow. The rest of the squadron's coming around just to avenge them. Oh, yes. That's some good violence. Look at that, just clapping them all. They shall die. Hold together. Edgar Kine. Wow. Just look at all those wonderful explosions. This thing is still alive. This thing. The cigarette in the ocean. He missed because I was going too slow. Fucked up his torpedo aiming. You can't hit a stationary boat. You should go to boat jail. Alright, we're gonna just come back around. And it ate another torpedo. And is still somehow in one piece. Somehow. No, it's going down now. Yep. One torpedo too many. It's fine. Now I can seek revenge. He sank one of my ships. Unacceptable. Truly unacceptable. Take that, destroyer. Get destroyed. That thing is taking its time to sink, good lord. So my ship rides in. What is best, Conan? To see your enemies driven before you. To hear the lamentations of the women. And to get HBO. Alright, come on. Get in here. Yeah, a little bit of torpedo, some ramming. Showing people who's who and what's what. Get fucked. I like how we barely slowed down, aside from the guy who sank, who is still sinking. He's like, I'm a tumble home. And I'm like, you can go to tumble hell. Get out of here. Yeah. Let's sink him. Let's give him some memory, shall we? Somewhere beyond the sea, perhaps. Alright, here we go. Well, that's 596 guys. He lost 8,700 guys. You know, I think that's a pretty good return on our investment. Still disappointed I lost one, though. These battle cruisers, though, they were very handy. I may design a new generation of battle cruiser. It's an interesting thought. Something lighter and smaller, of course, than my current battleship, the Fat Leonard. See, the light cruiser is an interesting battle cruiser, but I think I could build something a little bigger than that, or perhaps even smaller, and just adopt that same mindset onto a heavy cruiser. Because see, here's this large armored cruiser, which is really not all that big. See, these are just micro battleships to me. Yes. Just a little guy. You wouldn't hurt a little guy. See, I'm going to do what Sweden did and have these coastal defense cruisers that are really just pocket battleships. No one needs to know. Just a little guy. This has some promise. I'm getting ideas. They're not, you know, well, I'm not going to say they're great ideas, but I'm getting ideas. So give me a minute. Give me a minute as I envision a micro battleship unlike any other. That is like a 3/4 scale battleship. I mean, 11-inch guns, it's not the greatest, but it's certainly not pathetic. This may be the new yardstick of civilization. The micro dreadnought. Led by this guy, the Whittle Guy class. Alright, so we got the little guy there. This thing is gonna be the future. Perhaps. I'm gonna overbuild the hell out of an amazing cruiser fleet. And then I will see what I can do with this globally. It's just a Whittle Guy. But overbuild heavy cruisers sounds like a really fun bet against the future. And what with submarines and stuff? We need depth charges, 20-inch torpedoes, and some questionable choices. Yeah. Sure. It's not the best ship in the world, but it's good enough. And you know what? 24 knots. I'm going to make this 22 knots. It's just a Whittle Guy. And now I have some room for armor. Now, it ain't going to have much. But does it really need much? This is a bit ambitious as far as a cruiser goes. Because it is technically just still a cruiser. But I'm experimenting with bigger and different Panzer ship ideas. And I think that that's a fun exploration. You know, what if? Yeah, this is actually turning out to be an interesting cruiser design. My God. This thing has really thick armor for a cruiser. I mean, this is one of those things where Janes would look at it and be like, what you got there? And we're like, a cruiser? And they're like, why is it 14,500 tons and have guns like a light battleship? And we're like, shut up. There, Whittle Guy. See? That's, oh man. I got good feelings about this. Overbuilding cruisers is kind of fun. So we got the Whittle Guy, and as you can see, it's cheaper by a little bit than the oldest ships we got. Now these guys are, you know, I mean, yeah. I'm also probably going to build a light cruiser. I think that'll fill out the fleet quite nicely. So let's get into Light Cruiser 3. Oh, wow. Okay, what about Scout Cruiser? Man, that's got some good lines to it. You know what? Fuck you, Scout Cruiser. You made me think too hard. Now I'm sad. Sad Tex is gonna do dumb things. You made me do it, game. You made me do it. I'm not crazy. Crazy ones? Yeah, no, I'll be fine. Everything will be fine. See, I got Whittle Guy, and then I need to make something that's not a destroyer pretend to be one. So, it is interesting, because you have large armored cruiser, but then just good old-fashioned armored cruiser, aka the Monopoly boat. Light Cruiser 4. Ooh, that doesn't even look... Wow. That is disappointing. Ooh, hello. This speaks to me. You know what? I'm gonna mess with people's naval designations again. 3,300 tons, eh? Well... We'll see what I can come up with. 7-inch gun mount? Yeah, that's about good. Yeah, 7-inch gun mounts is perfect. Let's put this here, barbettes. Yep, I'm gonna put that there, and then dual 7-inch gun there. Okay. Yep, don't worry about it. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. One in the back, and then some 3-inch gun mounts. Yeah, there's no room for that. Nobody's got room for that. It looks like this is maybe all I could put on there. So, okay. What about casemates? Are there any casemate position? Oh, yeah. The people on the bridge can pretend to fight. That'll make them feel better. They're going to die. So we're going to put our Bortitos. Can I have any Bortito launchers? Bortados? No? Looks like this is all she's got. So she's a compromised vessel. I'm going to call this patrol boat. And that's what its job is its job is to patrol. It's a boat. No, some people are screaming, saying, Tex, what the fuck is this abomination? Why did you make it? Did your mom hug you enough? All those important questions will be lost like shitposts in the wind. Yeah, this is my patrol boat. 7-inch guns is about normal for a patrol boat, I think. Would have made Apocalypse Now a fairly interesting movie. And be like, oh yeah, you guys in the trees? Okay. And then you just eliminate everything. Alright, so the ship is overweight because I put advanced radios on it. Well, that makes me a sad boy. Means I have to lower patrol boat's speed some. Save a little bit of tonnage. Because I needed to carry some mines and some depth charges. And then there, 2-inch? No, 1 inch, 1 inch. Can I get 1 inch on the main deck? Yes, I can. And then, yeah, this is my Coast Guard boat. Patrol boat. It has nothing advanced or fancy on it except for the rangefinders. It's fairly simple all the way around. It's not even that fast. I would design to sell something like this to countries like Ireland, which in this time period may be interested in all sorts of Republican activities involving home rule. And so I would absolutely market this as a entry-level capital ship for nations seeking to determine their own naval power. Because at a distance, it looks like a ship of the line, a big ship. But as you get closer, you realize that everything's out of proportion, you know? All right, let's see. We're blockading France because their navy is non-existent, and I win. So, no, you can't have that. No, you can't have those patrol boats. Not yet. Soon. I will intend to make them hit the market soon, because I'm finding niches in the market I didn't know existed. But Whittle Guy, I'm going to build a bunch of those, and the patrol boats, I'll build a bunch of those. I thought I was going to lose more ships than I did, which I didn't, because I design boat okay sometime. All right, just going to continue to blockade them. And then, I might as well just be like, hey, let's do a peace treaty. It's going to be okay. And if they accept my peace treaty, I'm going to take some territory. If they don't accept my peace treaty, I guess I'll just start invading stuff. I mean, this is war. You're allowed to just invade stuff. Oh, they gave up. I was going to say, wow, I didn't, you know what? I'm taking the Congo. They wouldn't give me the Congo. They just paid me money. But I want the Congo. Damn it. I wanted the Congo. Now I'm sad. All I wanted was the Congo. Maybe some other stuff. Come on, it would be funny. Dang it. Why do they have to be so mean? 10 months till the new battleships. Then I'm going to throw in a mix of ship initiatives, shall we say. I'm probably going to do some small, some big ships, whatever. I might sell some boats. France wouldn't give me territory. Probably going to have to fight Germany, though. There's no ways around that. And our shipbuilding capacity. The light cruiser has turned out to be a very excellent boat. Even though the enemy would probably think that it was horrific. The game also suggested that I just unlocked a higher tier, a larger ship class, which means, of course, as Romanov, I have to build. Imperial ambition requires you have an outlet for it. It's why all of your autocrats tend to have these giant, busts and sculptures and pieces of art about them, and they have to inject themselves into every part of their culture, so they'll have their portrait everywhere. All autocrats do this. And so I'm choosing to do this in my autocratic sense in this game by just constantly having that prestige of larger vessels, despite that not being mandated or required. Always upwards, Just imagine if that was a speech at some naval commencement. The guy says always upwards, and he doesn't mean in terms of ambition, but larger vessels. That's what he means. He's like, always upwards. Increasing tonnage, And everyone just kind of gets nervous because they're worried that, the dockyards aren't even that size. Please don't. So this is 44,000. What's Fat Leonard? Is Fat Leonard 44,000? Yeah, he is. All right. I'm gonna. I hope I can get some even better stuff. But yes, I'm gonna need to do some overhauls just for modern rangefinders, armor, and other considerations. Yeah. Okay, I got some ideas. I will need to roll out a intermediary fleet, which means the Whittle guy and other stuff. And we'll just use this as doing some arms trafficking and arms trading and horse trading at this point in the game. While we ride out Destiny. We're going to learn how to do sloped armor and crop armor and even better rangefinders. So it's about time to retire some things. The light cruiser, battle cruiser is going to go because I'm going to replace the horde of them with actual cruisers. Now I just need to mothball them. And I will sell them for money. I need something that's quicker to turn around than a giant battlecruiser fleet. But the giant battlecruiser fleet actually did its job. I'm going to see if I can't do the job cheaper. I have in the okay I'm keeping around. Nostalgia, you say. All right, let's see how many ships we sell. Let's tip the balance of power. All right. No, you can't have that. Come on, nobody wants these things? They're great. They're absolutely great. Why don't people want them? I have 2 at sea in Southeast Asia. Oh, shit, yeah. These guys. Need to get them back home. So I can mothball and sell them all. Alright. We're almost about to have a bigger shipyard. So, it should be okay soon. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. Do. No, you can't. It's mine. Oh, wow. Now we have much more dockyard capacity. Barely as over what we were... Yeah, alright, we were... Wow. We built a fucking crazy dockyard capacity. We're heroes. That's what heroes say out loud. We're heroes of naval engineering, and that our navy has turned a profit. Probably. The first time in history. Ah, yes. Sloped armor now. Hell yeah. We're going to now have much better rangefinders. We'll have crop armor 4. We're going to be getting into scary armor before anyone else. So I can over-armor my whittle guys with successive armor engineering and stupid ideas. Oh, yes. Oh, hell. Look, modernized dreadnoughts. We're going to get into that? Oh, fuck yes. This is about to be a very exciting time in the naval history world, as we do very stupid things. Alright, there's the last of my battle cruisers. Those are all mothballed. You. Mothball. I've got 2 at sea. Why? Why are you guys still... Oh my god. Just get into Vladivostok, you assholes. I'm like trying to get them to decommission these boats and they're out there like fishing. I'm like, no, go home. You sons of bitches. No, I'm not selling you my ships. Alright, so I've mothballed all my battle cruisers. Seems like nobody wants them. If nobody wants them long enough, I'll just scrap them, but still, it really doesn't make me feel good. You know, I spent all that time thinking about them, thinking about them beans. And, I don't appreciate, you know, feeling like a nobody. Okay, I'm gonna build these patrol boats. Holy crap. I can build 10 of these in like 13 months. That's awesome. I'm gonna send 10 of them out to Petropavlovsk, and then I'm gonna build another 10 of them. And yeah, this is gonna replace the Pacific Fleet. Mass Cruiser Squadron. And a handful of turbo battleships that are just gonna be super antiquated by the time everything gets there. It is going to be turbo antiquated. All right, industrialists, GDP. Money. Let's see. Oh yeah, 1 turn we're going to get that. Fuck yes. Now we're getting into the point where, oh boy, the big battleships are coming out. Seems like no one wants to buy my light cruisers, so they're not very well thought of. Scrapping all for big money. And then my battleships that are just off America, my antiques, I'm going to keep upgrading them slowly so the Americans don't get any ideas. Or if a war starts, they go down swinging like for a propaganda poster. All right, let's see. Oh, they want to improve France's shipyards. Yeah, let's do that. We should definitely do that. We should absolutely invest money. Money good. All right, let's see. Where is that shipyard at? Oh, we're slightly over capacity, but not for long. As you can see, these things are going to start popping out. The Fat Leonard class. It's now time for war. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't even been looking at the politics of the world. Who's next on the wants to fight me list? Japan. I'm going to do my best to stay away from some of these nations. I mean, I'm pretty sure Germany is going to try to fight me at some point, and they've become a global empire, which is terrifying. No, you can't have it. Okay, I'm going to just suck up to Britain. Our royal families are intermingled. Don't worry about it. Okay, sweet. Look, I just freed up that much. Excellent. Ship design. Patrol boat. Build. I'm going to build another 10. Because these things are not that big. And I'm going to put these out in North Hokkaido. Yeah. And I'm going to build just stacks of 10 of those things in the east. So when Japan goes nuts, I can just unleash this very cheap austerity fleet while I bring the battleships over. See, I'm thinking strategically. Yes. All right, cruiser design. What's next in cruiser design? It's a big, heavy cruiser. I don't really care. Turbo electric drive. I say, yeah, let's go ahead and get into that. I could build a whole nother 10 of these. Fuck yeah. See, this is why you build up a massive amount of fleet capability. You can just abuse things. Oh, Busan, that is a port worth protecting. I forgot I had that. So Petropavlovsk and Vladivostok are my two big ones over here, but I also forgot about Busan, which I shouldn't, because that is a major hub of shipbuilding, historically as well as today. I gotta keep my mitts on Korea. And Germany's trying to gobble up parts of former French Africa, I think. I'm building this up nicely. These things should be ready soon. Got 2 out in Petropavlovsk, which should be my Pacific Fleet strength, and then the other 4 are in Europe. And once those 4 are out, I will build a bunch of heavy cruiser squadrons for Europe, where my light cruiser squadrons are going to be in the Pacific, where they're going to be running around causing all sorts of dumb. Invest in industry. I don't care how many billions it costs. Let's buy some royalty titles for all my officers, so that way they'll fight harder for them, you know? All right, 1 month, these things will all be out, and then I can just start doing like Soviet 5-year plan industry shit where I just grind 10 million people to dirt, but then suddenly create a whole industry. And the industry in this case is weapons. Except I'm doing it in the Romanov style, so a bit more accordion music, I guess. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, let's build 20. And just start filling these eastern ports. Let's see. No, yeah, I'm going to put the rest of those in Busan as well. I need that. Good Lord, and I still have enough capacity to build even more. This is the good shit. I'm going to put these guys in, let's see. You know what? All these guys are going to go to Murmansk. I know I've overbuilt my shipyard probably again, just by a little bit. Not by a whole lot. Some people are going to re-at that, but don't worry. It's okay to re. Let Tex build his navy out at an unsustainable rate so you can later point to this timestamp and say hubris. I expect it. You look forward to it. That's what you point out. You and your friends going, hey, you check out that Tex video where he called in his hubris? I called it. Oh, good Lord. Where was I? Boat. Let's see. Our government, regatta. You know what? I'll put some money in regatta because I have $35 billion. I'm richer than everyone. I should be able to invest in like the National Bank and then claw that money back in a war or something. You know? It'll be 1 month until I can get 16-inch guns, but they're like Gen 1 16-inch guns, so like not so great. Think like Colorado class, maybe. At any rate, next time I play this, I'm going to play as Spain. Spain is going to be my cruiser run. It's going to have to be cruisers. I have to be able to hold the line with torpedo boats like everyone else at the beginning, but then get fast cruisers that can actually go around the world very, very quickly. So yeah, this is going to be nuts. At a press conference, journalists say, I don't care. I just throw them in the ocean. That's my response. They're like, so what about that? And I'm like, shut up. The Navy is the nation. That's our motto in this one. We've slowly replaced the Romanov political machine with the Navy political machine. Some people will say, how fucking dastardly is that? And I'm like, oh, you could have done it very easily with the size of some of these royal establishments. Because the royals don't realize the royals have realized that you don't need a whole hell of a lot of people to control the whole nation. You just need enough people in certain places. Autocrats have always realized that. And so what you do with that information is you take a larger establishment like the military and you just surround them and you just replace them all because you outnumber them and you have guns. So you could do a quiet coup with your military. Just give the Navy is done so wealthy and is so rich and is so prestigious that it is given every single nobleman in this entire nation 4 bodyguards. And then one night, amass all of them and then replace them. The general public won't know who's in charge. You just say like, oh, the king is doing all right. And everyone's like, that's great. We've lowered taxes a little bit. Just a little bit. And people are like, oh, yay. And everyone can vote, but no matter how you vote, like the same 3-4 people just keep swapping portraits, and that's it. No one ever really knows who's in charge, because it's still kind of an imperial system, and of course still very low tech. See, yeah, just a quiet imperial coup. The Navy takes over. The Romanovs are, kept like in a zoo somewhere in a gilded cage, and they take pictures of them every so often just to show them off. Like the Japanese emperor, just like, oh, look, there it is. Okay, we're at war with Japan. I didn't want to be at war with Japan, but they were going to ask for money. And I had a plomo plata moment there. I'm like, no, I don't think I will. So now I have a bunch of these fucking patrol boats that'll be ready. And then I've got 2 of my big boy battleships out here. So yeah, we're gonna go beat the shit out of the Japanese. The enormous patrol boat squadron, which is gonna go down here to Okinawa to pick a fight. Because that's also got the Fat Leonard in it, which is cool. And then Wakanai, yes. These guys aren't even fitted out yet. Son of a bitch. Alright, anyways. The first squadron will be out, and then I'm just going to go be mean. The other battleships are just going to sit and chill for a bit. Because it's not really... Oh yeah, I could build even more. Even more patrol boats. Excellent. Splendid. Well done, us. Reckless endangerment of the budget. What? Alright, let's see. Yeah, I just gotta choose. Yeah, alright. Korsakov it is. Building mass piles of ships. Just because it's hilarious. And in 1 month, oh boy. Yeah. Alright. Macho Man time. Yeah. Oh man. 13,500 tons light cruiser. Fancy. Hello there. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Oh yeah. Okay, Wakanai and patrol boats, they're ready. Well shit. Let's get going. Let's go pick a fight with their whole navy and just blockade them if they don't want to fight, because this is us and we're unreasonable. Oh, in another month the Pusan fleet is ready. Yes. The juggernaut has awoken. The industry is mighty. I am the military-industrial complex. Oh, look. Oh, shit, they have a 24,000-ton battleship. They're actually catching up. Almost 13.5-inch guns. Yeah, all right. It's going to fight my patrol boat squadron. My patrol boat. All right. The light cruiser that's designed to look like a heavy cruiser versus 2 battleships, 2 heavy cruisers, and 2 light cruisers. I like the 4-stacker here. I hate that. Doubled up and then, the pattern's all wrong. It displeases the autism. I must sink it. Right there, buddy. We're going to do our best. We're going to go forward in a big angry mob. And we're going to just do our best. We have 7-inch guns and 2-inch guns. We're going to cruise forward at 23 knots. Like a bunch of old grandmas and bobble around, and people think, oh my god, it's a heavy cruiser. It's got a Prince Eugen outline. And then wait a second, that thing's not that much bigger than a destroyer. And then we're like, the jig is up. We need to run. All right, there they are. We're going to close range. I'm going to give them some HE. I'm going to give them some HE in the butt. This is what they get. Hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah. Alright, I'm going to chase them down, unless they're faster than me, in which case I will not chase them down. And then I will instead go back and cry. But no, looks like I am slowly closing in on them. Boy, are they moving. Why are you running? Why are you running? We're just little guys. We're not huge. We're just little guys. We're just little 3/4 scale heavy cruisers. They're light cruisers, kind of. My god. These things are majestic. We're just little guys. These are patrol boats, really. So yeah, this is the patrol boat class. Good lord. What? This is amazing. I will build many of my little, patrol boats. These are fine little patrol boats for patrolling against boats. Oh, the weakness. Shells actually hitting us. That is an unfortunate weakness of these. They are a bit soft. They only require 157 dudes, though. It's a lot of firepower for a little guy. I mean, they have battleships. I don't understand why they don't want to play. I mean, these are... Wow, those are... That's a weird... I mean, it's... Alright, I mean, you could do that. I'm a bit disappointed. I'll be honest. Alright, you detach. You guys keep going. Diana, go home. Or explode. I think you're exploding a bit. Lay smog screen. Oh yeah, it's the Yamato. Masetsu. See, these are just big enough guns to do damage to capital ships. Sure, like a 7-inch gun is not gonna like go through the belt armor of these things if they're competently designed. But it could smash enough of the stuff on the top that it could cripple it. Start fires big enough to eat a lot of its crew. If I get close enough, I might get pinned on some of the soft spots here and there. Ooh, Gleb went down. Glib. Is that the sound of someone drowning in the Soviet era? Oh no, he glib. I know that's not Russian, but it makes me laugh. Alright, shell him, shell him, shell him, shell him. These light boats are a very good return on investment. They do a lot of damage. I mean, even their light cruiser has like twice my crew. So I can lose this whole thing. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I will just keep building these. I lose this whole flotilla, I'm out like 1,500 dudes maximum. Yeah. Time to sink their navy. I did do some damage to the Yamato. Some magical shell did some damage. We're just bullying them now. Oh, you're shooting torps back at us. We're losing another one. Oh no. Not my patrol boats. If you got engines, you're in the battle line. I will mass produce these. I got them to surrender. Come on, ye cowards. Oh, that's brutal. Still getting them to run, but I know I'm running right into their guns. For first Whittle Guy responders, these are pretty awesome. Yeah, this is like that OPV plus idea I talked about. You sell it as an OPV, even though you know it's not one. You're like, that's not a frigate. No, it doesn't have missiles on it. That's a fisheries boat. Yes, they do this. And who's they? Any decent yacht manufacturer that has a security division. And as for OPV, you can look those up. They are an emerging market right now. There's a lot of money in them. Alright, let's leave. We're going to end the battle. It's a defeat. But it cost me almost nothing in manpower. And I'm going to keep grinding his fleet down. For an ad hoc fleet though, for response, it's not a bad boy. Not a bad boy at all. Now, if you look at the Navy, let's go ahead and look at their known fleet. He has 2 battleships left, 7 heavy cruisers. Yeah, he's really not doing so great. And now I'm going to grind him down. We're going to fight to the end, boys. We have to show Japan we're very, very serious as our land armies attempt to get involved as well. That's exactly what we wanted. Praise them and their smartness. Alright, look, I hate how land armies get involved. I'm like, please leave this to me. And they're like, I aided a bug. And you're like, God damn it. I just... Alright. Let's take the Buildup boats out, and we're going to put them in the giant battle fleet. And then we're going to take these boats out, we're going to put them in the giant battle fleet. And then the giant battle fleet is going to invade Okinawa. See? There we go. We're going to take Okinawa away from them. Then we will have the samurai swords. Yeah, Japan. I know the secrets. We will have the Japanese steel now. What are you going to do when you have an Imperial Russian Western? What will your animes do then? Probably not a lot. Alright, so let's see. A lot of this shit's being repaired. We have a lot more boats coming out of Busan, which is going to be bad for them. Good lord. I really went off the deep end with those. Alright, let's see. I'm going to just go ahead and take over Okinawa. And then I'll just start gobbling up the rest of their territory. My army is making 0 headway. And in just a week, they've lost like several World War I battles worth of infantry in one go. I'm just going to ask, are they like laying on the enemy's machine guns? I mean, what are they doing? They're like, did they forget their rifles today? Again, this is the Imperial Russian Army, which, if unified in the Russian Civil War, could have actually won if unified. The problem is that it happens every time you have a nobility problem in a military. Every minor noble suddenly goes, I'm in charge. It's succession war shit. Convoy. And destroyed. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take over. Wow, my points keep going up and down in terms of odds, which I don't appreciate. I'm going to move now the rest of those guys over. There, I'm going to make my odds better. How's that? Yeah, how's that shit? Yeah, see? Alright, so, let's see. Oh, we're not at capacity anymore. So, we're getting there. As soon as I can shave some of the several 100,000 tons out of my tonnage debt, I will build more of those heavy cruisers. The Whittle guys, I'm fine with them as they are. Occasionally one will sink. I'm not going to build more. But I can, if the war gets bad enough, and build an entire navy of them, because they don't have big crews. They're not complex. It's their point. We got Okinawa. Now, let's go over to Kyushu. I mean, you fuckers, you wanted a war. You got one. You sons of bitches. Alright, let's see. I know I wanted the war. Don't tell people that. I lied. I'm going to build a lot more of these little patrol boats, because I have an idea of refitting one assload of them down the line, and it made me go, yes. Alright, so I'm going to build that many more. Alright, let's see. You know what? United States and the Spanish Empire are having a fight. United States and China are having a fight. And I signed an alliance, drawing me into the war, maybe. Yeah, nothing really bad happened to me. That's the rest of their navy gone. And now I'm going to invade their home islands. This is bad for them, but I mean, yeah, it's not the worst that could happen. We're both imperial powers, so, you know, Should be pretty used to it. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take over Japan, and then once we have all the samurai swords, I think that we can actually forge a new sort of imperial superstate where we just get all the autocrats together, all the kings and queens and such. They form like a super team. We take the best ideas from all cultures and combine them into this sort of Habsburgian goulash of poor intentions and intermarriages. Yes. We will create a terrible world. A very drab one indeed. There was a tax on mustache wax. I think we should take Sasebo pretty easily. And then, oh boy. Alright, this is another big fleet battle. And I see how it is. I'm ready to fight them like a caged animal let loose. I'm just gonna absolutely violently throw them down the stairs, and I'm going to chant while I do it. And I'm gonna be like, I'm a country, and this is violent. And they're going to go, no, not the violence. But I was violence. That's how it's gonna be. Alright, all the little guys, I'm gonna put into this giant ball, and I'm gonna be like, AI Captain on, and I'm just gonna tell them to attack and pelt the enemy with the AI Captain on. And then my main ships, with their uniform battery, you know, of the triple, oh well, I mean, God, you're looking at 12, 13-inch guns here. Way ahead of its time. Yeah, this'll be sweet. If we can actually run into each other. Because right now those guys are just running into my own guys, and that's not very good. It's not good at all. They have similar guns. Slightly alarmed. Slightly alarmed. Come on, cruisers. It's on now. We're gonna fight in this fucking storm. It's gonna be metal. Ow. Holy crap. Yeah, thank God I turned. There goes the battleship. I just shot the bejesus out of it. My ship is nothing but fire. It's taking some torps. It will be in a rough spot, but one of their battleships is sinking. The other one is definitely a fire, but he went with 13+ inch guns. This guy is trying to make a statement. The Fat Leonard may explode, but he's taking people with him. He's taking a lot of torpedoes on the way down. Alright, this AI is not doing what I asked. I need to get over there and attack that man while my battleship's over here. Do this ride to glorious death through Torpedo Valley. Fat Leonard won't die. He just can't. He's too cool. They're like, we torpedoed them 12 times, then what happened? Well, he kept attacking. Apparently they don't want me to, like, invade their country. That's very selfish, Japan. Why don't you want to share it with the rest of us? Alright, here we go. Are we going? Alright, we're gonna try. God, these guys. They're not great. But they're good enough. They'll finish off anybody who's wounded. Fat Leonard somehow is still alive. That being said, our gunnery has been spectacular. A lot of torpedoes in this thing. Oh, hell yes. That's the good feels. Alright, lay into them. They can take out... I mean, this is going to be a horrendous butcher's bill to pay. But I like it. My crippled battleships are clapping back. Remember, if anything, I overbuild. I overbuild. Alright, now we have to fight the Nagato. Which I'm actually hitting at range with crippled battleships, so go me. If I can slow him down, I'm sure the little guys could take him. Just set him on fire enough. Wow, that may not be necessary. We've managed to land some really good hits on him. It's a very strange pillboxy layout. It appears he loses. Alright, so Japan's not doing so hot. Our chance to succeed now, however, is very low because the number of cool ships that were out here are lower now. And the reason they're lower now is because a lot of them are now back at the port trying to fix the holes in the boats, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move some of the ships to rejoin the flotilla that have been repaired. Try to push that number back up. And as ships come off repair, I can just keep filling that bit there, and that should be good. God, if the Imperial Russians take over, this is going to be Eastern Orthodox Japan. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, the head of their... No, we're going to fight to the end. We're going to sink what's left of your fleet. Just go away. Yeah, he keeps throwing stuff right at me to try to stop my invasion fleet, which I understand. I would be doing the same. That being said, I'm going to keep having more boats come out every so often, and yeah, good lord. Oh, Fat Leonard is in port. It's going to require 9 months to put back together. It's not bad for a far-off port, you know? I mean, it's okay, it's just down the road from where it was made, but shut up. I'm trying to write some propaganda from the people. Or people propaganda. I mean, we got like $50 billion. We could just hand out some Fabergé eggs to certain influential members of the Duma and get more money. We'll do it through our shadow government. The Imperial Russian Shadow Government, aka the Admiralty. I like that down as just a conspiracy, you know. Okay, they got 3 battleships and da-da-da. Don't worry, I'm just going to hit this because we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I just want them gone. No, you can't have my stuff. Alright, our chances to invade have gone much lower, but it has drawn out their navy at every turn. So that is exactly what we kind of want. We want there to be a constant pull on their naval assets. I want them to fight me, essentially, because that gives me the win when it comes down to treaty. All right, Korsakov, in 2 months will start to come out there. All right, Pusan, you got another boat for me. I know, cough it up. This is repairing, damn it. It's now a 38% because of ships having to go back to port, but that is what it is. I'm going to spin up as many more ships as possible, but if this fails, I'll just try again. And again, and again, and again, and again. Just sink it. Yeah, go away. Oh, I can now build Battlecruiser 4? Did I read that right? Because if I did, I'm down. Alright, looks like chance to succeed is now 0 because we dropped below the tonnage, but they're starting to bring their other fleets back. Oh, wow. China's invading Korea. Well, no one's paying attention. China just, like, slid in. And it's just like, hey, how's that going? We're fairly similar, right? We're both people on the same continent. Would you like to join my empire? And they're like, I don't think so. And they're like, oh, damn. That's unfortunate. All right, Whittle Guy. I'm going to build 10 more of these. And I'm going to put them in Kronstadt. There you go. I'm going to just build a big ol' stupid military. Meanwhile, I fight a low-level war in my backyard. I use the low-level conflict to feed the inevitable strategic scale conflict. This is what they call as cross-pollinating. It works. All right. Oh, Britain had a revolution. It's not good. Please don't become Nadsat England. Please. Alright, let's see. Korsakov is about to get a shitload of these boats. Murmansk is going to get some. Pusan's repairing like crazy. Alright. No more ships to repair. 34% chance. Okay. If we can repair enough boats and get them into the naval invasion corridor, we can start to carve up Japan. And that will remove my problem for there. The next problem is probably going to be China. Because I'm going to try to make myself as immune to interdiction on the sea as possible. But if I can keep the Romanovs alive into the 50s, into the nuclear age, I consider this to be a win for me. That is my goal. Yeah, they keep bringing their navy out and they keep losing it. They're like, no, please don't. And I'm like, oh yeah, we're going to do this. I'm going to keep moving boats. one whole crap ton of these guys is coming in. The Japanese are ready. I know they're not. I'm pretty sure I could take parts of China. The problem is once it gets inland China, that becomes the army's problem. And then I don't want it. I'd like a long strip of China. You know, connected to my railhead. Let's see. Empire of Japan and China, they're fighting each other. Okay. He's just bringing his navy out in little bits, hoping to stop me, but I hate to say this, that ain't gonna happen. I have 40 cruisers and a battleship and a blob here. Now, I may not succeed in this invasion, but that doesn't bother me. Well, the head of their admiralty just got fired. That's not really anything I care about, though. Looks like we failed to gain control of Kyushu, which is upsetting. It's very upsetting. It's because they kept harassing my invading fleet, which is annoying, to say the least. But don't worry, I'm going to have a lot more of these boats in Petropavlovsk and everything else, and I'm just going to run them at them because they are cheap and numerous, and I can fill them with cadets who all want to be heroes. How's that for sinister? Alright, let's see. I need to adjust a little bit. Right. You know what? Let's get into ship designs and see what we can make. Hello. Modernized Dreadnought 2, and then Dreadnought 4 generic. Alright. And then Battlecruiser 4. Wow. That's a big... Alright. What about Modernized Dreadnought 2? I mean, that's really just taking the last one. It's building another Fat Leonard, more or less. I'll wait until I have something proper crazy. But you know what? I'm gonna... Yes. This is the Spess boat. Or for people who wanted to have funny accents, Spess boaty. Yeah, and this thing is called that because it's gonna be the fastest capital ship we have. And I'm just gonna build something ridiculous because the game lets me do this. There we go. And you know, I think, what do we need? 16-inch triple guns? Yes, I think so. And then we will have some triple guns on the back. And some will say, Tex, what kind of boat is this? Don't you worry your pretty little head. Some people are already starting to scream no, and that's okay. You're wrong. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It will be more than fine. I'm resurrecting an old idea. Is it a great idea? No, this looks really bad. But is it a bad idea? Yes. But why are we building it? Because the Tsar saw it in a dream. Alright, there we go. Got some triple 5-inch gun mounts. Says the 4-weight offset is really high. I think that's a lie, though. I'm just going to tell that to the yard. They're going to be like, this is really obscene. I'm like, you're lying. I'm like, sir, please, think of the families. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. You know, what's really disturbing to me is I'm seeing where I could get away with a lot more. So I'm going to try. Hold on. And then we put those in there, right? So we've got torpedo tubes. We've got little casemate guns. I think I can put, oh my god, this thing is horrible. Or is it just what I needed? Hold on. before I go mad, let's try this. Okay, I got some ideas. All right, All right. So a battle cruiser that has 12 16-inch guns, it still considers this to have a 4 weight offset. I don't see it. So that's what I'm going to tell the yard is like, I don't see it. They're going to say, but, and I'm going to say, no, I'm sorry, I don't see it. They're like, you understand that you're absolutely insane. I'm like, I don't see it. I'm going to, nope. Doesn't make any difference. I don't understand. I just know what the Tsar said. He said, I saw this in the dream, and make it. And, there's people who do what he says, and there's people who end up in the gulag. And so I know on what side my bread is buttered. And thus, I made a choice. There we go. Still says that I'll wait offset. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? All right, so let's do 3, and then 3, and then 3. And then we're just going to put some inner belt armor and hopefully weigh this thing down at the waterline some. Okay. I mean, even though it says the 4 weight offset is excessive, the pitch and the roll are still rather within reasonable weight. And this has 12 16-inch guns. 12. And Iowa doesn't have that. I think I have broken something deep inside me that has a respect for limitations. I decided to pursue other ventures. Let us embrace the madness. All right, so they're very heavy. They are very heavy boys. But since they are strategic weapons, I need to keep them there. I'm going to put one in Georgia. I'm going to put one in Latvia. I'm going to spread them out so the enemy can't find them all and neutralize them. I don't need like James Bond sorts of characters getting involved in my war. They must be secret. They must be safe. We're just going to clobber them. They don't realize that I'm coming out with that many more cruisers. That or perhaps they do not care. But my shipbuilding capability is obscene now, and I'm just going to keep adding to it. It will become vertical very quickly, Mr. Bond. Just build an industry. And look, I mean, we're still turning a hell of a profit. Oh, look. Spend $4 billion appeasing a crowd. Again, that's just drugs. That is just offering people like $200 each to go home. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Just hand it out. All right. Yes. The fleet is soon to be ready. Okay. The rest of the patrol boats are getting fixed up. I got another huge chunk of them. I have some little guys being made. This is excellent. This is quite excellent. I wouldn't fight this Navy. This Navy is a bit bonkers. Alright, Fat Leonard is going to rejoin the fleet. Ground forces there lost 200,000 men. Those Japanese put 1 million dudes on the other side. How very Japanese. No, they sent... Oh, okay. You know what? We have to fight the United States now. Japan asks us to sign a peace treaty. No, we have to fight to the end, and then we have to fight the United States now. Because the United States was creeping up on us. And they were just like, we don't like your imperial ways. And we're like, but they're really cool. Maybe they just want Maine back. I don't know. I don't think they understand what they've done now. The gloves will come off. The gloves will come off. what I'm going to do is I'm going to absolutely just roll out of here with all the firepower I can. Oh wow, is it not letting me send my boys out? Yeah, there we go. Gotta get them to just pull out, I guess. Lewd. Let's see. Oh yeah, they're gonna definitely have a bad time now. So I'm then going to take, oh boy, where's the rest of my boys? Okay, I've got those dudes in Portland. I've got the Murmansk fleet. Okay, got it. Murmansk fleet. Forgot about you guys. Okay, Murmansk fleet. To defend Maine, you must move out quick. And then I gotta move out all my pre-World War I ships, move them out there. And then, yeah, I think we'll stop here. Shit's starting to heat up. Can I keep the Romanovs alive? We shall see.